A lot of people were asking me on my Facebook as well as my YouTube if I went to the TNA house show in Brooklyn, and I don't want to answer because I wanted to do a video about it where I could actually gather all their questions and answer it. And yes, I did go there a couple weeks before I went to the ROH show. And this was very different from the ROH show. I was talking with one of my friends about it, one of my subscribers, that he enjoyed the ROH show better. And I'm not going to say I enjoyed the ROH show better. I had tremendous fun that night. You know, I was with my friends. I got to get all my friends to go and stuff like that. But I really loved the TNA show so much for a couple different reasons than just the actual in-ring quality and how long the matches lasted. I believe that night was a pay-per-view, you know, the ROH run. This was a house show. But either way, to talk about it, I got there kind of late because my friend had the ticket. So I missed the opening match with Amazing Red, Jay Lethal, Homicide, and I think it was Brian Kendrick, I'm not sure. I missed the opening match. The venue was so big that, as many of you know, it broke records for the attendance, and it was amazing being there. It was like when you're walking around to get a drink or buy stuff at the merchandise stand, you'll see people passing by that you wouldn't see as someone that's sitting down watching wrestling. You forget that the people you pass by and the people you run into are at the TNA show. You feel like they're just in Coney Island passing by, but you forget that everybody that's in there is at the show. Like, you'll see all types of kids, you'll see all types of old men, you'll see sexy ladies, excuse me. Anyways, you see all different kind of people, and I think that's what TNA really needs help on, expanding their product, because WWE has the kids, the girls, they have everybody on their shit. TNA needs that, and they had it for that night at least. Around 5,500 fans, I believe, showed up. The crowd was amazing. My friend bought the tickets late, so we kind of have bad seats, so we didn't even sit down. We were just standing around, which at times was kind of hard to watch the matches, but we ended up sneaking up to this like balcony area where Jeff Jarrett was actually a couple feet away from us, sitting down with a couple fans in the VIP, sit with the stars seats. So we were looking at it, and we were like, Jeff Jarrett! We were trying to call him, and I was like, doing his, you know. But it was pretty awesome. Kurt versus Desmond, exactly what you expect. Kurt was wearing the, you can see footage of it on TNA today, one of these last, I think it was the 11th, I'm not sure, the 10th, July 10th, but, no, sorry, July 9th. Either way, that, exactly what you expect from those two, and Kurt Angle was wearing his American type gear that he wore at Victory Road, which I thought was awesome. I was kind of surprised that he didn't cut a promo after. He usually loves to talk shit to the TNA crowds and get them all hyped up. Abyss versus Jeff Hardy match was great. Before the match started, they were just walking around for a while, and then when they just started, it took off from there. And first time seeing Jeff Hardy in person, well, first time seeing Desmond Wolfe in person as well, so that was cool. That was great. First time seeing Madison Rayne in person, and Angelina Love, who I remember. Yeah, Angelina Love won her match, which I found surprising. It wasn't for the title. I didn't expect that. So that was great, seeing them for the first time. I have tons of fucking footage, but I don't want to post it because, you know, I don't want some shit to go down, you know. If anything, I'll probably edit together some highlights from the day. I have the entire Rob Van Dam versus AJ match. I have the entire Kurt Angle versus Desmond match. I have the entire Jeff Hardy versus Abyss match. I'll probably post footage and highlights on my Facebook into one little video, 10-minute video package. But I don't want to put it here on YouTube because I'm not trying to, even though it was a house show, I had done that before on my old channel, some footage of a previous TNA house show, and they took it down, I guess, since they were going to use some of the spots in the upcoming pay-per-view, since the card was similar. Same thing with my September 2008 house show. I didn't post footage of that match. That's because the following Sunday, just like a week later, was the main event was going to be Booker T versus Christian versus Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle, and that's the match that we got to see live. So I knew for a fact that they would probably repeat some of the things, so I didn't want to post footage of it for that same reason. So I'll put it on my Facebook. So my Facebook is the description, the link's always there. Add me, and I guess you'll get to check it out when I upload it. Now, I didn't see the Team 3D versus Ink match because I was just hanging out with my friends, relaxing. Buying a couple things like this, which I always wanted. Sting mask. With my hair out, I kind of really look like Sting from a distance, even though I'm really tan. And we were just having fun with this shit. I was wearing on the train ride back. I was talking to random people. I was trying to scare people. I was acting like a fool with this mask on. Wrestling on train platforms. You'll see that in the highlights. Some of that. And then on 4th of July I wore it again, and I was going up to random people and saying Happy 4th of July from Sting, like wearing the mask. And it was hilarious. People gave different reactions. Some people started calling me Gene Simmons, I believe, which is from Kiss, which is hilarious. Either way, back to the TNA house show. I think it was freaking great. Some of the matches could have lasted longer, but the matches that we're really looking forward to, like Angle, Desmond, Hardy, Abyss, RVD versus fucking AJ, that match was phenomenal. I have the whole match recorded, and I actually saw it like 2 days after to really look at some of the spots, and it was freaking great. So fucking epic. Afterwards, I got a picture with Rob Van Dam, the whole fucking show. Jesse Neal. I met Don West. He was at the merchandise stand, literally just selling items, which was cool of him. I ran into Crazy Mike. Always see him here and there. I started yelling. I had a Beer Money shirt on, right? Every time I saw someone with a Beer Money shirt, I go, beer! And the guy would turn around, money! And it was fucking cool, you know, to see. It's always fun to see wrestling fans that have the same passion as you do in person, because you don't really get to see a lot of those in your everyday life. You don't, at work, how many people at work watch wrestling at your job, you know? At mine, none. I talk to the kids about wrestling. I love to hear the kids' perspective, by the way. Like, I remember when this whole Samoa Joe main event mafia, all that stuff was happening. When Samoa Joe turned heel just a week before, there was this one kid that said, "Oh, Samoa Joe is my favorite. This and that." The second he turned heel, he looked like he was gonna cry. He was talking about how he hates him, he can't stand him, and then when he turned face again, he was saying he loved him again. So it's really cool to get that perspective. But either way, it was amazing to see that atmosphere, the field. I really think TNA, I would love it if TNA came back and used that same venue for Bound for Glory, because it would produce a huge crowd. And then they could even fill up more seats in the actual field. But in October, it's going to be cold, the weather. So what I'm thinking is the same way they held that house show on July 2nd and it broke records. I think it would be a stupid move on TNA's part not to come back next July, the hottest pay-per-view of the summer, the way they're always calling Victory Road, the hottest pay-per-view of the summer, have Victory Road at MCU Park in Coney Island. That would be fucking epic. Seriously. Now, to my surprise, TNA announced that they were returning in just 3 months, which is surprising because last time it took them 8 months to return, and then after that it took them 2 years. So I'm glad that it seems like they're gonna be doing more New York shows. Rumors are that they want to move Impact here. I hope they're just testing the waters. I hope they're testing the waters for Lockdown pay-per-view, Genesis, something. But either way, they're coming back September 23rd. You know I'm gonna be there. Should be a fucking epic night. The Pope is gonna be there. Mr. Anderson's gonna be there, and they're not gonna be in the Grand Ballroom like before, Webster Hall. They're gonna be in the Hammerstein, which is gonna create an epic feeling. What I think should happen is the same way they had the live Impact in Las Vegas, Hard Rock. I seriously think if they really want to test this Impact thing in New York, and if they're going to use the Hammerstein, do not waste it on a house show. You can bring your camera crews, you do whatever you want to do. 3 weeks before, a month before, advertise that you're going to be live that week. September. I don't even know what date September 23rd falls on. Let me see. I hope it falls on a fucking Thursday. Oh my fucking god, yo, it really does fall on a Thursday. It really does fall on a Thursday. Alright, TNA, listen to me now, even though you'll probably never see this video. A month before, build up that September 23rd is gonna be live. A live Impact, a special, 3-hour special. Do whatever the fuck you have to do. And then reveal that it's gonna be in New York. New York fucking city. Hammerstein. It'll have like a pay-per-view atmosphere. Please do it. Anyways, go to my Facebook, please. I'll put a public link so you can check out the album, my wrestling album, to see some pictures from that night. And I'll put a video up soon. Also, there's going to be a ROH show September 11th that I will also be attending. I can't wait for that. Mr. Blackman, 1989, out. Peace. Brooklyn, great. Brooklyn show, great.